See if we can keep the bonuses coming in. One more. All right, wow. Both bonuses doing their job today. Welcome to Arkansas Slots for the beautiful Saracen Casino, Pine Bluff, Arkansas. And we're going to try out the 20 spin method on Olvera Street on a $200 budget, see if we can build this up. We're going to go on nickels. Here's a look at the numbers up top. Mega's 11.1, major's 1600, minor's 200, and mini's 65. All right, we'll start out $1 spins, and if we don't hit a bonus in the first 20 spins, we'll or we can hit one right out of the gate, even better. All right, let's get all the way to the top. I think one of the speakers on our machine just went out, so bonus is a little quiet, but as long as it gets us fireballs, I could care less. Got some good numbers up top. We can get up there. All right, need one more to open that next row. There we go. All right, and we need 4 to get to the top. All right, gotta have one here. All right, find us a fireball. All right, $50 on a $1 bet, and it was a quick bonus, so we'll gladly take that. So we'll start our 20 spins over here. And we're not doing exactly 20 spins. I don't have a counter on my hand, but we'll know when it's fairly close, and we'll bump up from there. Still seeing double stacks, so that's a good sign. Olvera Street's very streaky. So it's hot though. There's not a better machine around. Yeah, I think that's all the volume she's got. I think we lost one of our speakers. One more. There we go. All right, hitting quick bonuses. All right, let's find a word this time. All right. 2 more for the next row. Plenty of open space here. We should be able to land something. All right, gotta have one here. Let's find one. Ah. All right, 32 bucks. Not big, but it was quick, so we'll keep going here. See if we can keep the bonuses coming in. One more. All right, wow. Both bonuses doing their job today. All right, let's get a full screen of bells here. One more. Re-trigger would have been great there. All right, need some bells. Come on. A little bit. Fill that middle up. Middle 3 with the bells. All right. Again, fairly small bonus. Only about 12 bucks, so. But it's bonusing quick, so. As long as it keeps us moving in the right direction, that's all that really matters. Minis at 67 bucks. Still seeing good double stacks. All right, we'll do 3 or 4 more and we'll bump it up. All right, bump up to 2. Hopefully, if we hit a bonus here, to give us a little bigger numbers. All right, got it on 2. All right, track down that mini. Not asking too much. There's a lot of fireballs landing. All right, that row open. Let's get the next row. We need 2 more. All right, don't be a dud here. Give it just a minute. All right, let's find one. Wow. All right, 55 bucks. Not too bad on $2. All right, so we'll go back to 1. Slot strategy has worked amazing on Fire Link. We've tried it on a few other machines and it didn't do great. Come on. Miners at 202. It's nice seeing double stacks there, but yeah, we tried it on Dragon Link and Buffalo Gold, and both of them on Dragon Link. It was just a little too volatile. We were going a long time without hitting bonuses, so it ended up chewing us up. And then on Buffalo Gold, we got a few bonuses, but they just weren't big enough to recover. So it may not work great on every machine, but it's certainly shown to do well on Fire Link. All right, do a couple more and we'll bump it up. All right, go up to 2. Still seeing a lot of double stacks, which is great. Good numbers there. All right, 2 stacks of 2 here. All right, we'll do 3 or 4 more here, and we'll bump it up to 3. Get a little line hit. 35 bucks. All right, up to $3. Now let's land some big numbers here. There we go. That's a good bonus. All right, we're gonna try the old slot hack that we done before. It works about half the time, so but we'll spin regular to try to open the first row, and then we'll try to fast spin to the top. got that one open. Now we'll see if we can get to the top. About the same result, I think. All right, 95 bucks. It's a good bonus. It's working in the right direction. I think we started with 200, so we're up to 375. So we get back to 1 for 20 spins. Or another bonus. We'll gladly take a quick bonus. All right, free games. I think it's your turn to bonus next. One more. Thought it was going to come through for us there. One more. All right, got the mini for 61 on a $1 bet. All right, see if we can find a miner to go with it. We're just going to spin this one from the screen and just see if it helps us get anywhere. All right, last shot here. Okay, keeps us alive. I have 2 more to get that next row. All right, down to it again. All right, one more. I think one more may open the next 2 rows. It'll be. All right, let's find one here. Nope. All right, 80 bucks on a $1 bet. That's excellent. Gets us up to 437. So once again, method's proven to be pretty solid. We'll keep going here on 1. Good line hit, a couple of five of a kinds. Nice double stack. All right, we'll bump it up to 2. Good number there. All right, free games, your turn. Get it lined up here. Giving us a few line hits. All right, we'll jump it up to 3. One more. Good line hit there. Mini reset to 60, so it's at 61 now. All right, 2 stacks of 2 here. Gladly take another mini. One up. All right, we'll jump it up to 5. All right, let's land something really big. Maybe that major. Come on. Oh, good numbers there. One more. Wow. All around it. All right, got us a 5 of a kind with the top symbol in it. Wow, $90. It's a great line hit. Now let's hit that big bonus. Finish with a huge win here. Even a free games would be great. Where's that double stack when you need it? Come on. Wow. Wow, big numbers. All right, now let's find them all the way across. One more. Free games, just not quite doing it. Fireballs are. get all the way to the top, land that major. All right, we're gonna go extra slow and just see if we can get all the way up. Build one big bonus here. Oh boy. All right, gotta have one here. Oh, come on. No way. All right, that was pretty tough one there. 55 bucks. We'll go just a little longer, see if we can snag one more bonus. Well, I think we'll call the 20 spin method right there. So we started with 200, we're at 385, so another great win from it. You know, we're gonna go to dimes here and just take a few shots at $4. This machine's been bonusing, so we'll give it a few spins here, see if we can get lucky, hit a real big bonus on dimes. One more. All right, got 3 games on dimes. All right, let's find a bunch of bells one time. Really need those middle 3 columns to be filled up with bells. Makes basically everything wild all the way through. Wow. All right, we're gonna stop it a couple times here. All right, line it up for us. Last shot here. Yeah, not much happening on free games. All right, 54 bucks gets us over 400. So we'll do a couple backups. Come on. All right, I think we're going to call it there. We doubled our money using the 20 spin method again. So once again, it's proven to be the best strategy that we know of if you're playing Fire Link. So you might want to give it a shot. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe so we can continue to grow the channel, and we will move on to something else.